This is the Archives of the Book of Halter. What you're about to witness is for a mature audience, for it contains violent actions, coarse language, sexual references, and mild drug use. If you or your child should not wish to watch, please click off now. With that said, we are following the EVA campaign. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
It's been a hot minute.
As you're arresting Angerfist, something feels wrong.
I would open
This
my eye.
dream,
Another dream.
feels wrong. You're waking up in a bed. The weather you remember when you were a wee lad was not this frigid. But you're getting up, and it's cold. Very cold. A good cold for you these days. And as you're walking around, you find that you're in a house that seems to be the same house you lived in when you were younger, but it's designed for Arctic weather.
I do not remember this place.
Eventually, you make it to the table, where there is a large feast awaiting. At the table, you can see yourself, your brother, and your father. But not your mother.
Nuvix is sitting at one end.
Your
Anyway.
father pats one of the chairs. Feast, boy.
The hell is this shit?
It is the morning feast. Sit down and eat.
I would look down at my body, seeing whether I'm in the form of my younger self or what
You
I
are.
am now.
You are back to being not exactly a teenager, but you're close. You're about 12.
And I could see myself already sitting at the table, correct?
No, you saw your brother sitting at the table, except your brother also is a child.
Yeah. This is a weird ass dream I'm having.
Your father
Don't even
does
know what
not
this place
look
is.
very well. He doesn't look very well at all.
You look fucked, old man.
Death does that. Death does that. Now, who are you and why are you invading my son? Who has possessed my son?
I get a phone call 1 sec.
To make sure that I am absolutely certain. Your moniker is Bruiser, correct? Also known as Christoph Ugalavi.
Yes.
This is a weird-ass dream indeed.
Why do you keep insinuating this is a dream?
Because I went to rest and woke up in a house that looks similar like the one I grew up in, but made for colder climates. And I am not in the correct age or look I should be.
He thinks for a moment. You stay away from here, boy. I've got a good life now. You have no reason to come after me, no matter what the clan says.
Oh, I am not doing it for the clan. I don't personally care whether they stop me from being I do finger quotes a true Ugalavi. I already rule. I technically am already in charge of them anyway. I'm more curious as to how you came back.
I did what I needed to do to survive. Made some less than ideal choices in my life. And the fact that you are now inhabiting the body of my new child, or at least a restart of my life, is troubling me.
Yeah, it's kind of pissing me off too. I don't really care that you've started some new family or something. Though I do question how that works, seeing as you're what, like an undead? Some weird ass lich thing?
Nothing to do with liches. Chronomancy.
Oh, right, I vaguely remember Alexander talking about that.
I
And,
simply just took copies, or clones of your self and your brother, and I apologized for the way I acted, and started treating you two well.
oh, you always treated, you always treated Brain Crusher well. He was your favorite. You probably just saw too much of me in you. Hungry for power. Willing to do whatever I could for it.
This is what he looks like, by the way.
Doo-doo-doo.
Less so hungry for power, more so idiotic.
Really? How so?
Because I made one too many deals. You, on the other hand, I haven't heard a lick of what you've done.
Yes. That's probably because one of the people that I made deals with is now dead. Or at least I presume he's dead. Kinda hard to know when he just gets turned to dust. And the others, the deals haven't been restrictive.
I'm
I
talking about
haven't.
gods.
Oh, those. Let's see. Quickly, meta-wise, I believe Angerfist hasn't really made any proper deals with gods. I
No,
know
he
he's
has not.
yeah. I know he's got like a sort of pseudo agreement with Mao that when he dies, if he's like proven him. Actually, no, I think when he dies, he's gonna like go to his plane.
Gonna say, like, we have the deal with Wishes Creek.
Oh yeah,
But,
and
like,
the Tempter, but I think that's like a private agreement with us.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's not something that makes waves.
I know that, but that's the only other one I could think of.
Yeah, literally all the agreements Angerfist has had with any gods have been just private deals with them. Hell, even his interactions with Grimish have been large. One was literally just because Alexander pissed off Scorch. And then the other was like helping Axe, I guess, prove himself worthy of the axe again. Going back to it. That's because I pick what I say to gods as carefully as I feel the moment entails. There's no point fucking over someone more powerful than you until you can deal with it.
Yes, well, it appears that what the god I had been tasked to do something for was a false. Not a false god, but a false lead. I believed I was doing something in Kelemvor's name.
Motherfucker. Did he get strung along by a Kellamore that has long, spindly fingers too?
That he did. He said I would become something great, if only I were to raise a mighty son.
Right. Well, I don't really know that much about this Kellamvor god you're talking about, but that sounds something more in lines of someone who would gain something out of it. Kind of like the Tempter.
That is exactly who it was.
Man, making deals with the Tempter. I guess in some regards, the apple didn't fall too far from the tree then.
You didn't
Mine is
make a
just more
deal with
beneficial.
him.
We have an agreement that I do intend on seeing through.
He won't see through to his end. He has no need to.
True.
Don't. As long as it doesn't require your life, then I say you stop trying.
At some point or another, I feel like either me or any of the others that were part of it will do it. I don't really care.
That is for you to choose. Who would put you in this body just so that you could see me?
Think of half a dozen people.
I couldn't.
Any of the... Pardon?
I couldn't. Not even your iron fists have such power.
I mean... Alkek might, but I don't... But that's on the premise that he even knows who you are.
Weird for me to say. I'm just waiting for Troy to start listing multiple people that could do it.
I mean, I was gonna get to it. There's also the fact that someone that just wants to be entertained, whether it's the Tempter or some other god that is enjoying you being in misery, or myself having to deal with shit that I don't care for. Could be just a random shaman. Or hell, even the stupid fucking Archduke could have paid someone.
His face goes into a small frown. Instead of like the stern face.
Mm.
I somehow can believe that.
Aye. Aye. By the way, Mom's dead.
I had heard. I would
Yeah.
have visited the grave if I didn't know that you would, not try to kill me again.
That's fair.
Otherwise, I drunk myself still that night. Did you find the one that did it? I heard
Oh,
rumors that it was a murder.
oh, yes, it was part of a string of murders. Someone was using some sort of mind control powder to control people to poison Goliaths. Their luck ran out when they tried it on me.
Were they hired by anyone?
Yes, the Archduke. Seems he's a little peeved that the Goliaths aren't in the mountains.
Yes, well, he sent me out here to live a life far away from anything.
Which tells me that he either still has use for you, or he's afraid of what you might be able to do to him.
That really depends. Do you have any reason to kill me on sight?
If my thirst for killing you was that bad, I probably would have attacked you in this body. Granted, I probably would have enjoyed the look on your face as I make you killed them. But I don't particularly care whether the Ugalavis believe me to be one of them. No, I suppose I wouldn't exactly kill you on sight.
Well, then, if I see him before you see him, he'll be dead. I'd imagine he'll be dead by your hand as well.
Quite likely.
With that, there's a knock at the door, and you awaken. Nick,
Yes.
you wake up on top of Aphis' chest. It is freezing out here.
You don't have anything on your chest at all, do you?
I don't think I do, no.
Nope.
I'm just gonna pull out one of the capes I have in my storage and just blanket myself up in it.
Yep.
If it's not enough, I'll grab another one of my capes and do the same thing. I have like a normal cape and a cape of what's the other cape I have? I have a cloak of the manta ray, which I'd wrap myself in, and the cape of mountebank that I'd wrap myself in.
So,
So I wake up as well.
yep.
I see this mass of cloth on my chest.
Frantically try to keep warm.
I would just grab you, Nubek, and just pick you up off my chest as I stand up.
Oh,
Ugh.
the
Where the
cloth just
fuck
falls
are
over.
we?
I don't
You
know.
can
Oh.
see ahead that there's what looks to be walls, and on top of those walls looks like there are some crossbowmen. There's quite
Oh.
a few knights around as well. This looks like the front of a complex of some sort.
I saw the prison, didn't I, when I got to the island?
No.
Okay. Does the terrain look like it looks similar to
Yes.
the.
You can also see a
Oh,
cottage. That, well, not a cottage, a house that looks kind of similar to the design.
you might be there.
As you can
All right.
see someone walk out of that building wearing a helmet that has green glow coming through of the mask. And wielding a rather interesting weapon. They are stepping out and turning towards the group. And walking up to them.
All right, come on, Nubek. We have a pirate to save.
It's like got a big smile on his face. Yes.
As I would just like allow you to grab onto like the strap that goes across my back.
Alright, move your full feet, Angerfist.
I put in the cloth back in my bag of holding too.
Also, to the left is a frozen lake, a small frozen lake
Yeah.
thing.
I really do just sort of stroll up there with Nubek hiding on my back.
Yep.
Can I stealth?
Nope.
Okay.
So you move up towards or the knights freeze and look towards you.
Sup, peons? No, you're not peons. You're better than normal people.
There's,
Slightly.
the knights that weren't moving take stances towards the front, as the one wielding an axe sort of sighs.
I believe you should all know.
What do you want?
Well, Meta. Our tiefling was moved to Outlook, wasn't he? Not to here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you happen to be in possession of a certain pirate that I would very much like to have back.
And who gives you the authority to come in here? The knights ask, as the big guy just seems to just be watching at the moment.
Question. Do any of you know who I am?
Yes, we know who you are. That's why we're asking why you're here. The pirates aren't part of the Iron Fists.
Yes. However, he is necessary to stop our continent from being bombarded.
They sort of look towards each other, look back. Roll a persuasion check. Or intimidation. Which one do you want? Do you want to intimidatingly give them this information, or just tell them outright and see how they want to react?
Oh, I'm doing intimidation because I have proficiency with it.
Alright.
22.
The knights sort of step aside as the bigger one kind of takes a stand. And who says that we will believe you?
I don't particularly care if you believe me. Just know that if I don't confirm that he is alive and bring him with me, then he can talk to his boss. His boss will raise our continent to the ground in fury.
The one pirate captain.
It's less the fact that it's one pirate captain, and more of the fact that someone fucked with his stuff. See, Mendez strikes me as the kind of bloke who is very, very possessive.
He walks up towards you. He is standing a head taller than you. And the wind's blowing his what you could imagine is just to keep his back either warm or out of the sun cape.
Yeah.
This individual leans in, and as he's about to speak, coming out of the house, you can see the younger version of you again.
Thought so.
As they look towards you, they sort of look back and forth, and they just slowly take steps back into the house.
You should
As
know
the door
kind of...
shuts,
Yeah.
he turns to look at the door shutting. Which one was it?
Me. Or at least young-looking me.
Unfortunately, to make up for what I have done, the Helm's Guard requires me to do something. I created you.
Alright.
I set you on this path because I was foolish enough to believe that I was doing something right.
Oh, please. You may have ignited my anger initially. But my choices have been my own for a long time.
He looks back. The rest of you stay out of this. If I win, we're taking him in. If he wins, all of you have to take care of the kids. If he lets you live.
That is a big if. Alright, Nubek, get the fuck off of me.
I was gonna say, Nubix
Or do you
just
want-
starts climbing
Or
down.
do you want me to throw you in there? You'll probably get shot by those crossbows, though.
Where's a good vantage point where I could see the spot?
The
is
tree right next. The tree right next to you and Angfist.
I was
That
gonna say probably the top of the house.
I was gonna say the house and the crossbow looks looks good. If you could reach pretty high in the tree, I'll go in the tree.
Some of the tree branches are close enough for you to just sort of hold your hand up, and not all the way up, just up a little. And Nubek could climb the rest.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I would do that.
All right, just let me drop off some unnecessary weight. As I just raise my arm up to that tree.
Nubix just scurries up.
As they just see this massive cloak scurry off my back and up into the tree. Oh, that's
Yep.
actually hilarious.
So the guards that were moving are gonna watch this because it's entertainment. Also,
Yeah.
because what else are they gonna do? Try and step in and get stomped on?
try and step in and incur the wrath of both of these people.
Nubix is going to just pull out a couple of darts from his bag of holding and just set them aside on this tree branch, like in the tree, for in case someone comes to stop this fight. Like one of the knights move towards to stop it or something.
Yep.
Shouldn't have to use them, but they're there.
He's gonna take a step back.
And I will move. take a step. Basically, just away from the tree, so then we don't accidentally knock it over.
Yep.
I do not move closer to the house either,
Yep.
letting him know that I fully intend on fighting him and him alone.
Also,
I won't bring the
here's the house he's living in.
yeah.
So, Joe, which hay pile is yours?
That's not wrong. You're not wrong.
He's got one or the other.
The real
Okay,
question
that
is,
kid
why
isn't
is
me.
there 4 beds?
It's a good question. There has been a hinting of some Troy dreams. Or Angerfist dreams, sorry.
Alright, roll initiative. The fuck do you initiative that?
Or initiative.
Pretty sure I don't have alert. Pretty sure Angerfist doesn't. No, it does not look like he does. Good. $20. That makes sense.
Yep, legendary creature.
Yep.
As he starts off first. Zul crack his neck. Pulls his fist, and you see his fist glow before his hands release, and you see a pulse in his chest. That green energy sort of ripples through his body, as he's then going to make a swing attack against you.
Yep.
Give me a sec, just got to get his thing up. So I just need to remember what this boon does. Ooh. First, that. Alright, cool. And that. Alright, first attack is.
Yep. I have a 22 armor class.
22 armor class. Let me just. Alright, he hits.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to add the plus to it. That's a crit.
Yep.
Do you have anything to stop crits?
Does elemental stop crits because it's
Elemental armor stops crits.
okay, yeah, these are weapons.
Yep.
I do not think I do. No, I do not.
Yep. In that case, that's a crit.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep looking up all the rules. Because I never made a character sheet because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. I will, however, be halving the damage that he deals to me with this crit and making
Yep.
him take it
Alright.
with my reaction.
Give me a second. Alright, cool. Alright. First attack, which is the only attack. So you're halving the damage?
And making him take it as well.
Alright. Cool.
Which kind
You
of hoping this
take-
doesn't end up giving him a bunch of health. Meta.
Yep. You take 30 damage. It's your turn. And as you can see, he does have reach.
Yeah. Well. Well, I'm going to rage. Step up closer to him.
Alright.
And begin to punch at his chest, where the
Alright.
glowy thing is.
Roll your attacks.
Now, the real question is...
Can you hit him?
The real question is, do I reckless? Just checking. This is probably going to be stupid of me to do, but I think I will reckless, then I have advantage.
Alright.
So, first attack. 29.
Misses. You punch him in the chest, and it's like hitting a brick wall.
Second attack. Will also miss, because that's only a 27. Third attack. No, I can't do this third attack because I use my bonus action to rage.
I'll let you still try. You know why?
I fail because 24.
Yeah. I don't. So you know why though?
Why?
Yes. That's your turn.
Do. Checking.
I can now send the image into the chat. I'm just gonna send it into evil campaign.
Yeah. It's gonna be my turn. Utterly failing to hit him. That annoys Angerfist.
He looks down at your punches and looks back up. You see his weapon glow a little as he's gonna hit you with the blunt end.
Right.
With double advantage.
How does he gain the first advantage? Because I know he gains one because of reckless.
Power boom.
Oh.
Combat.
Oh.
Relentless offense.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget to heal up that damage as well.
Alright, yeah. I forgot to do that.
This is where an unstoppable mass. Sorry, this is where where an unstoppable force meets an unmovable mass.
Yeah.
Because he's also got force protection.
Oh. I forget which one that does, but I feel like that has to do with his saving throws and shit.
No. He has very high AC.
That just means he has a fuck ton of AC, that's right.
Yep. So, he got a crit.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, and that 20 this time, though.
Yep.
The second one was, give me a sec, with the advantage. The advantage part, right? That's 29 plus 15.
Still a crit. Yeah, that makes it 44.
Alright, so are we gonna say that's
That's double my AC.
we'll just say that that's a full damage then, but that he still has to roll the brutal critical because brutal critical is brutal critical. Should I make that the thing? Nah, I'll leave it as that thing anyway.
I would once again use my ability to take half damage and make him take half damage as well.
Yep. Alright. So 30 to both of you. Wait, 15 to you.
Yep. I'm gonna need to not reckless. It's gonna lower my chances of being able to fucking hit him.
As it's his turn again. He's gonna smack you.
Legendary action, that's right.
Nope, legendary creature. As he is going to smack you again. And he still gets that advantage, yeah?
Yeah, it's until my turn.
I don't think that one's a crit this time. Let me just...
Tell me, is the damage he's dealing to me bludgeoning or
Right now
slashing?
it's bludgeoning, because right now he's using the blunt end of the of the weapon. He keeps hitting you with the blunt end. You're not sure why.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but yeah, I'll take it. That means that damage is quartered against me.
Yep. Well, make sure that you remember that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out this. 29 plus 16.
29 plus 16 makes it a crit.
Yeah.
Anything 29, if it's 29 plus 15 or above, it makes it a crit because my armor class is 22.
You cannot use your reaction to do this again, can you?
Not until my turn passes.
Yeah. So you're taking half damage from this. Right?
I'm taking... If it's bludgeoning, quarter damage.
Just quickly.
Any bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage
Right.
is quartered against me while I am
18
raging.
bludgeoning damage. Then that's already halved and halved.
Yep.
As it is now your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna just heal that. And I really gotta not let him have that as good a. He's still got a really good hit. I'm impressed with his. I shouldn't be impressed with his hit because, of course, he's a legendary creature.
Yeah,
I
he
gotta.
only got this because he's apparently atoned for his sins.
Yeah, and here's Angerfist thinking, what utter bullshit you've atoned for your fucking sins, mate. Fuck it, your sins shouldn't be atoned for until I'm either dead or reformed.
Well, that's why he's trying to kill you now.
Yeah.
Or is he?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna try and hit him. I'm not gonna try and hit any specific spot. If they end up hitting any like spot that hurts him, good. I'm just gonna try and fucking hit the bastard.
Yep.
So, 15, 1,
Don't forget to
2,
you did heal yourself, yeah?
3. Yeah, I did. Damn.
All misses.
22. Damn, 33 also misses. I need a
As you
crit against this guy,
punch
don't I?
as very well. As you punch into him some more. It's his turn. He's going to change to using the slashing part. As you can see, the green glows again. You don't really know green as the color of Helm.
No, I
You've
don't.
seen a lot of people using blue. So what the and like radiant gold, but never
Yeah, like
green.
green, like that's more of, I think, more of the color for Vecna, isn't it?
No,
No, Vecna's
but this
something
is
else.
more of a green is more of a color of like sickness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's gonna start. He's gonna now use 2 attacks on you.
Yep.
First attack. Is not a crit. Second attack is not a crit,
Cool.
but they both hit.
Yeah.
So, firstly, you take 20 necrotic damage and 44 halved and then halved again, so 11 slashing.
Okay. I would like to use my stone endurance on the well, I guess on the first attack it would technically proc, but anything
Yep.
to lower that necrotic. So D12 plus con. It's not too much, but hey, 19 less damage.
Okay, so you remember what your permanent health is, because you can no longer get to it as you've lost 1 point to your permanent health
Okay.
until you finish a short or long rest.
Yeah.
As you feel this cut in, you hold on to this, and then you feel this sickening feeling just slowly course through your body.
Oh, what the fuck is that? I'm normally really healthy. That feels weird.
It was like magic.
Right?
Alright, I need to minus the damage, so I
And it's
take
his turn again.
12 total damage. 12 total.
Yep. He's going to make another 2 attacks on you.
Yep.
I believe they're both crits. No. Wait. Hang on. Nope. Neither of them are... Oh, wait, no, I keep forgetting that the fucking thing. Hang on. What is that? Plus... No, that's not a crit. That one is. So it's a hit and a crit.
Okay.
So the first attack, plus that. I'm just going to roll this, as this is all necrotic. Then roll the non-necrotic damage. Alright, so now I've got a half that somehow. And then I got a half again.
And you also got half the necrotic damage.
Oh, you're doing the necrotic damage are you doing half of the damage back towards him?
No, I just have true resistance to all damage.
Oh. Pardon me. Alright, so you're taking 5 necrotic damage, so now you have lost that as well to your max health for now.
Yeah. So, yeah. Take 6 total, so... I'm using my health on my sheet to determine what my max total is and remember what it is.
Alright, and slashing is, wow, another 11 damage.
So I take 16.
As it is now your turn.
So I'll just heal.
Though you are you now know that you are fighting what could very well be a losing battle.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm not sure if I'm going to be strong enough. My first thought is to somehow get the weapon out of his hands.
Alright.
That's my first instinct. I'm not sure if I'm going to be strong enough to do so, though.
Well, go ahead and try. If you
Yeah.
wish. Alright, contested.
Yeah, we can test the athletics.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You know, the funny thing is, you have a 16 because you've got expertise, right?
Yeah, and he's just got a 16 because he's that fucking strong.
Yeah, but he's not an expert in it. If he was, then Jesus Christ, could you imagine a 22?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
So you go to grab it out of his hands, and he sort of lifts you up while you're holding onto the axe.
This weapon is bullshit, so I'm gonna try and take it away from you.
I will let you use a free action to let go of the axe if you want.
I mean, can he technically hit me with the axe if I'm holding onto it?
He can certainly try and impale you with it.
That is a fair point. I will let go of the axe and land back on my feet.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Use my main action to do that.
Also, he's only got 2 boons, and you only have 2 boons, but it happens to be he has 3. The 2... You have 3. He happens to have the 2 boons that affect
that
you.
Yeah, that actually pose a bit of a problem. Because I did just quite simply not strong enough.
It's not about not being strong enough. He has weaknesses.
I mean, yeah, he has two weaknesses in here.
Yeah, I know. Though you do remember what he said, right?
He,
If he wins, he's taking you in.
yeah,
If you win, you're most likely killing him and whoever gets in your way.
yeah. This is literally,
What kind of
yeah,
taking you in
yeah.
though,
I was, yeah. This is legitimately just a fight for for the hell of it. Really.
Because you've already proven that you could beat him to death once. Now that he's not exactly the same person he was, not really the same beef. This is just you two beating each other and to see who wins.
Yeah. Which, at the end of it, Angerfist is almost always there, up, always like up for a good fight. Like that's pretty much what he always wants out of combat.
Yep.
And he gets incredibly pissed whenever someone doesn't give it to him.
It's just in this case, you would really like to actually hit for
You
once, damn
fucking
it.
hit the bastard, yes!
So far, all the damage you have done is when he's hit you, and you're like, no, here, have some damage back, please.
Yeah. Which, honestly, to Newbeck is wild that Angerfist seems to be able to take damage and then make the person who dealt that damage to me take it as well.
No, makes it just sitting in this
So,
little
is that
tree,
your turn?
smoking a cigar, or watching the whole thing play out.
Yeah, that will be my turn. I will just laugh
His
as
turn.
my mind does just click in Angerfist's mind. Fuck it. This is just a fight. I get what I want either way.
He's gonna reckless.
For double advantage.
Yep. First attack, crit. Second attack. So, crit.
Oh, yeah. Tox, quickly. Do you have triple advantage?
No,
Cool.
it only goes double. I have a sliding scale of 5, +2,
Cool.
and -2. And then 0. So,
Yeah.
as before, I will be doing necrotic damage.
Yeah.
But both of them was a crit, so it's this. Half of that is going to be 13, and that is taken away from your max health. If you have, and then, because they are both crits, that means that yes. Alright, so, hang on, did I do that math correct? 36 divided by, no, I didn't do that right. It's not 13. It's 18.
Is that already corded?
That is not. That's the necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. So was the 13 the bludgeoning?
It should have been no, the 13. It should have been 18. I did the maths wrong.
Okay, so I got to take 5 more off.
Yep, and then a quarter of this number. For fuck's sake, 22.
So a quarter of 22.
No. 22's already quartered.
Okay, cool.
Alright, next attack's on his turn.
Oh,
He's
that means it was 88. Damn.
it was actually 89.
Yeah.
That is going to be a hit. And this is also going to be a hit. So
Yep.
2 hits, no crits. So necrotic, halved, 8. And 11 slashing damage, already quartered.
Cool.
So you can see why he was actually put here.
Yeah. To stop fucks that are actually dangerous from getting in
However, there's
without
one
being
problem.
captured. Mhm.
There's one problem. Either he's too stupid to realize that you'll break out, or
Or he knows exactly that
he
I'm
knows
going to break out
exactly
and he
what you're
doesn't
going
care.
to do. Yeah, because he has what he wants, and you'll get
Yeah.
what you want, and
Yeah, and I've
everyone's
already,
happy, except for all
Yeah.
the guards that'll be dead in sometime soon.
Yeah, and I've basically already confirmed to him that I'm not gonna fuck with your new family. There's no point. I can't. You wouldn't really be able to stop me from doing so. But
He's
I'm not going to.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
though it's going to be sad because he'll be able to watch his kids grow old.
Yeah.
But he won't be growing old. And that has something to do with more with the Tempters deal that he made than
Anything else.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Cool. Fuck it. I want to crit him. So reckless attacking.
You don't need a reckless. He recklessed.
Yeah, I know, but even with advantage, I still
Oh right,
want
yeah.
to hit him. I want to see if the +5 helps.
Oh, it will.
Cool. So, first attack for a 37.
Hits.
Second attack for a 31, which
Misses.
doesn't. Third attack definitely doesn't.
Misses. You finally get a punch in. Let's see that damage.
Control C. / Control V. Plus.
I just realized he hasn't been adding the rage damage, but I don't think that really matters.
That is the punch for my right arm.
Cool. As you punch into him, you can hear the sound of like an echo throughout the places. All of the. It's as if everything goes silent, and you hear a gasp from one of the guards. They're like, "He's been hit." As he turns to look at the guard, and is that your turn? Don't forget to heal what you can back.
Oh right, yeah.
Just remember what you've lost so far, because all the necrotic damage you take is taking away from your max health.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten to. I'm pretty sure with the damage he's dealing to me, I won't heal above what he's doing until I'm in the 10s. For that.
Alright. His turn.
Yep.
he's just gonna keep recklessing. This is fun.
Yeah.
He's finally getting hit. Crit. Wow, that's close. If I lose connection, it's because the lightning is hitting like less than a kilometer away.
That's fair.
And second attack is a crit.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess you'll be using your reaction to probably redirect some of that damage.
Honestly, yeah. There's no reason not to. If I'm pretty sure this guy is the main threat for this place.
Yeah, no, the knights are the same knights you've been up against before.
Yeah.
The guards are the guards have 11 health. The knights have probably almost 5 times more. Wow, that is really close.
Yeah.
That actually
So-
sounds different though.
Oh, okay. So
Like that
what I'm
sound like sort of thing.
yeah.
And
So what I'm hearing is that just like a normal punch from me guarantee kills like at least 2 guards and basically puts a knight on their deathbed.
yeah.
Granted, that's
So,
only for my right fist, which is stronger than my left.
that. And then I'll get that rolled real quick. Okay, so you're redirecting again.
No reason
So
not to.
you take, so it's quartered, and then it's halved from the quarter,
Yeah. The necrotic damage is also affected by this from
and
the
that's
same
quartered.
attack.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just,
So
I just gotta do
So the slashing
math
damage
here.
is 8.
Hang on. The slashing damage is, if it was quartered, and then half, it's 10. So in total, 17 damage, 7 necrotic.
Yeah.
And he takes 17 damage as well. As it's his turn again. 2 attacks. Crit. Hit.
Yep.
Got anything funny to say about that, funny man?
Oh, these people have never seen. Naturally, these people have never seen Angerfist in a fight, and
Yep.
for that matter, his father hasn't seen him in a fight since he killed him.
Alright,
But
so,
when Angerfist killed his father, he wasn't laughing.
yep. And now you are laughing.
Yes. Angerfist laughing in a good fight is nothing new to Nubek. But God, would it be disturbing for everyone else.
So, so first slashing damage, you take 17.
Yep.
Secondly, for necrotic damage, halved, you take 14.
This. Yep.
Right. It is now your turn, as you can swear that you are hearing raspy chuckles from through the mask, but they're not loud enough for the guards to hear.
Yeah. Not that they'd probably be able to hear it over my own laughter, as I have what they'd probably describe as a very demented look on my face. Like, who the fuck laughs when fighting this guy?
Usually a lot of guys are dead by now, so
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep recklessing because at least I can hit when I do so. Granted,
You
I
have
didn't roll at
a
least an
4 out of 12 chance, I think it is.
18. God. Alright, so first
Or
attack.
3 out of. Sorry, not 4 out of 12. 3 out of something. That is.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Second attack.
Oh, what's that?
36.
Yeah, that's 36. That hits.
Cool. Third attack. Natural 20.
That definitely hits.
Cool.
However, that
So,
does not crit.
he has adamantine shit, doesn't he?
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
Flawless protection.
Flawless protection. That's right. That just prevents crits. Nice.
Oh, it also gives a huge boost to AC.
Yeah.
And also, anyone within a certain area, 10 feet. I might change that to 30 feet at some point.
6 plus.
But anyone within 10 feet of him, which happens that he sees as an ally, he could give an AC increase.
Nice. So the first hit that I'm able to do, which would be with my left hand, and the second hit, my bonus action. I don't remember whether you said my bonus action attack had to be with my left hand or my right arm.
Doesn't matter, both are going to be the same damage. It's just how you want to flavor text it.
No, it isn't, because my right arm does do
Oh,
like a D12 more damage.
yeah, well, you're meant to be like punch, punch, punch sort of thing. Not punch with one hand. You've got 2 adamantine gauntlets. You got to use, not adamantine,
Yeah. Yeah. The way I do it, well, the way I think of it is like my first and third attack are always with my right arm, and my
Yep.
second attack is with my left.
Well, your second attack was the one that hit, and your third attack was the one that hit.
Yeah. So
So,
yeah.
the third is, yeah.
So there's also that.
What?
For a total of 55.
Nice.
Halved to like 27. 27 or 28, depending on how you round it.
As you get 2 more good punches in. As one of the knights steps forward.
He does what? Did I just hear that he wants to die?
One
Fine,
attack
should've
towards him.
like he steps forward immediately. Immediately, my eyes get my head locks onto him, and and the guy and my father just whips around.
That's a crit.
Yep.
I roll with the whole shit.
You are like your father. Or your father is like you. At the end of the day, if he tells people not to do something,
And then they do it. Yeah. See, that's honestly why I believe that Angerfist and his father hated each other so much when he was younger, and why Angerfist inevitably killed him. We were too similar.
Nivix threw a dart, but it just went, fuck knows. It's just gone. You would have heard the whew, and Nivix would have just been looking the other way like nothing happened. He completely fucked it.
So he cleaves them in half and he then spins around, making another attack towards you. Still recklessing.
Yeah.
And gets another crit.
Yeah.
So first, first we'll be halving the, that, so give me a sec. I'll take... Why is it raining here? We don't even have a storm near us last I checked, but it's just bucketing down.
Yeah.
Hey now, it's worse here.
So, slashing damage?
Okay,
13.
the quarter damage. Yep. Necrotic.
And necrotic, halved to 12.
Bah. Yeah. Oh, my turn again. Is it?
Hang on. And it's not your turn, because that was his first
Okay,
turn.
I didn't think so. That's right. That was his legendary action.
Alright, give me a sec. So his second round of attacks.
Yep.
As you. I'm just gonna put you on here. That will be. So first attack, crit. Second attack, crit.
Yep.
You can use your last few reaction. You can use one of your last reactions you got.
Yep.
Alright, so first, that which will be halved. Yeah. And then that becomes that. And then this. First I'm quartering, then I'm halving again.
Yep.
Alright, so you take 9 necrotic and 11 slashing.
Okay, so 20 all up.
Nubek, join the fray, sir.
I beg your pardon.
Join
You
the
need to run
fray,
back
sir.
to the bitch.
Oh dear.
They're interfering in my fight.
I've seen one interfere.
Oh, please. They're all gonna fucking jump in now that one of them died.
How high am I in this tree?
You're in a tree,
Okay.
maybe 15 foot tall. The rock wall is about 10 foot tall, and the towers are 20 foot tall above that.
This is where Nuvex needs his bow. But I haven't bought Nuvex a bow. Because I haven't bothered yet. I'm pretty sure I don't have a bow.
I thought rogues start. Oh no, wait, they don't start with a short bow, do they?
Are you going to
You can
join the
choose.
fray, or you're not going to roll initiative?
Oh, I'm gonna roll initiative.
Think I was going to leave you out? The knights thought they could step in.
They were wrong.
They were right. I'm rolling hot shit tonight, guys.
Yeah, do you see what they rolled, though?
I haven't looked yet. No.
Just aim your fist.
Oh. Okay.
Aim your fist, it's your turn.
Cool.
You can see that some of the crossbowmen have now turned and are now aiming their weapons at you and your father. You can choose to keep punching your father, or... Well, alright, you're going to say. Go on.
It appears we have an interruption. That pisses me off. Am I still big enough to throw ballista bolts?
You're strong enough.
Okay. Then I'm gonna pull out a ballista bolt and throw it at a heavy crossbowman.
Alright, roll an attack. Which one? Left, middle right, or right? Because those are the ones you can see. Middle right.
Yeah, middle right. Unfortunately, reckless does not apply to ranged.
Because I believe you did get... You went with the gifted strength, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But I have
No.
I have a strength score of 26 and I have powerful build.
Okay, I'll let you have it for this. So go on, roll an attack. They do technically have half cover. And that doesn't mean shit. It's not a crit, but yeah, it was close. Very close. Roll the 3. Yep, and they're dead. As you impale that one. Also, enjoy this little gift.
The little gift of me being able to throw
No.
ballista bolts still.
Look at your blue bar.
Oh.
You can move if you want. I
Yeah.
shall show you the 10-foot aura.
Yeah. I'll then move up to this knight and proceed to punch him twice.
Oh, and Nubek, you get the +5 as well. Your AC is now 24.
I can't take it. I'm not gonna complain with that.
That to my health because I heal, and then I punch this knight in front of me twice, and I'm gonna keep recklessing because what the fuck are they gonna do about it?
Try and hit you.
I mean, they might be able to hit me. Like, I think I have one of the lowest ACs, and I used to have one of the lowest ACs.
You've got 27 at the moment.
Oh right, yeah, I have 27 now. Never mind then. All right, so first
They
attack
need,
on
to my knowledge, they need to now all get crits to hit you.
Yeah, so that's a 29.
29?
That is a 26.
29, 26, both hit, but not crit.
That's fine. First hit, damn. Second hit, damn.
Oh, what's that all up?
46. He is not
46.
quite dead.
You punch him twice, and he's just like,
I was
what did you forget?
Oh no, I was just thinking I forgot to add the brutal critical damage to the me punching my father, but I never actually crit him.
You did crit him once.
Huh?
You did crit him once.
No, I didn't
Didn't you?
because
Oh,
flawless protection.
yeah.
Uh,
That's your turn?
uh, because I damaged this knight, he now need. I would like for him to make a strength saving throw. He needs to beat a DC of 20.
He fails abysmally.
Cool. Cool. He gets knocked 5 feet away.
Wow. That hit like less than, I'd say, 300 meters from here.
Damn.
Maybe even closer than that, because I heard the sky tear open before that one hit. So he is prone.
Yes. As I'll then just look. He is also knocked 5 feet away from me and lands on his ass. Yeah.
Yep.
As I'll then just look at the rest of them and motion them forward.
Right, that's your
Mm-hmm.
turn. One attack on the knight. Here. Here. You no longer have the +5 to your AC.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
But it was
Oh.
nice to feel safe while it lasted.
Yeah. I'm here like, how the fuck am I gonna get down 15 feet from this tree?
First
Just watching
attack
everything happen.
is a crit. The other attack on the other knight is a crit. So we are looking at dead and deader. With one flawless swing, both drop.
Yeah.
We'll have to finish this fight another time.
Yes. How terribly rude of them.
Aaron Gurr, it's your turn, because it's not his turn until the knights have had theirs. What fucking knights, though? There's only one left.
I'm going to jump out of this tree. That's the quickest way to save movement. And take the damage.
Of like a single D6.
I'll take the single D6
You take
damage.
3 bludgeoning damage. Ooh. You superhero landing. So harsh on the knees, but so cool.
It's a pity that your friend Angifist is watching you.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out one of my instant fortresses and then run my 30 feet. And plop it on the ground. And then have a big grin and say home.
What?
I'm going to pull out one of my fortresses, my
Yeah.
little ones, run my 30 feet, plop it right in front of me, and then shout out home.
Alright. So what's it do to other fortress structures?
If they're not magical, it's not great.
Not great?
Basically bulldozes them out to the side.
How big is it?
I'm pretty sure it's 15 by 15. 1 second. 20 feet on the sides and 20 feet high. So it's a 20 by 20 and it's 30
20,
feet
20,
high.
20.
Yep.
Give me a sec. This. Here you are.
Each creature in in the area where the fortress appears makes a DC 15 Dex saving throw and takes 10 D10 bludgeoning on a failed save.
That's 20 on each side, yeah?
Yep.
Cool, so let me just quickly put that as
In either
Linger.
case, the creature is pushed to an unoccupied space outside, but next
Alright,
to the
Dex
fortress, objects in the
saves.
area that aren't being water carried take this damage and are pushed automatically. So if you say
Alright,
that thing
they've
has
made their Dex saves.
okay,
What do they need to beat?
it's only a 15.
Alright, they all fail.
Also, how much health would you say that barricade has?
Enough.
Because like if this does more damage than itself, it gets destroyed too.
Yep.
61.
The barricade is heavily damaged, but not destroyed. However,
Okay.
even if they succeeded the saving throw, because I'm pretty sure they still take half,
It's the fortress is now pushed forwards by
Forwards.
the 20 feet. Yeah.
push forwards.
So what I'm
So
hearing is that the
this-
fortress has now taken the place of this thing.
Yeah.
This structure's pushed forwards 20 feet, so it's like over here.
Ah, so those three who are in there that are just minding their own fucking business, Dex say, oh, they all
Yeah.
die as well.
Yeah, the whole fortress gets pushed forwards.
And they weren't even willing to step in.
Yeah.
Collateral damage, guys.
Like, those guys at the back were more happy to keep watching the back.
And that is my item interaction as well as my action. I'm going to bonus action stealth.
Alright, cool. With disadvantage, because you're out in the
With
open.
With disadvantage.
So what's your passive?
I've just got a flat, so it's fine.
Okay. Wait, are you level 11 rogue now, or?
87. I'm a level 11, yeah.
Okay. It doesn't matter,
cool.
you got above 10 anyway.
And with disadvantage, just roll again. Because I
I
want to
have
see if I
the
can.
Cloak of
bring-
Elvenkind,
Oh,
so I
alright.
have advantage.
Alright, the knight's turn.
Like, I have double advantage, so...
He's gonna get up.
Oh, that's great, because he would have just vaguely heard like something scurry by him, and then suddenly there's this thing there. That's a little annoying.
You know what else is
But-
annoying? I don't move these guys so I can have them turn.
Yeah. So then they too can run away.
No, so that they can watch the knight run.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the dude that's their boss. Fucking run.
Yep.
Like, bitch, you're our boss. If you run away, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Crossbowmen
Fucking
have not learned their lesson, though. As they think that they're top shit. All of the swordsmen. That dude's where I use 5 feet, but they're just gonna back away slowly. They have no intent on going for their weapons. They were not the ones who ordered the attack. They were perfectly happy following the person who is apparently yet to say their name, but pulls enough rank here.
Yeah.
These guys, however,
And
they're fucking off because they just saw the one side get collapsed. They're like, nah, fuck
and then
this.
they saw one side get collapsed, and then they saw their boss run past them.
So, all of them are going to aim for you, Angerfist. They do not
Yep.
want to try and shoot the dude who can go toe to toe with one of the Terror of the Farlands.
Well, as they do not want to anger the person that was beating one of the terrorists of the Farlands.
So
Because I
their
sure as shit look more damaged than
attacks-
he does.
Man, would you believe it? If you didn't have that +5, 2 would have hit. Guess what? None of them
None of
hit.
them-
As you see arrows, 2 of them fly past you, and then you see 2 sort of hit your skin and just shatter.
I just like, well, this clearly is his doing. I've had arrows bounce off of me before, but never shatter.
Alright? That is the guard's turn. As it is his turn. I'm not going to try and kill this one. He sort of gestures to the guards that are sort of backing away slowly. That's up to you. They're just trying to live their lives and get money for something. However, he points up to the ones up there. They're getting on my nerves.
Oh, I agree.
He drops his axe into the snow, and he's going to give you the help action to launch yourself up to them. So you have advantage on an athletic check to be launched up there.
Okay. Meta power move. I walk up there
Well,
on the air.
yeah, but if he launches you up, then you can just walk there faster.
True. Yeah, you're true. True. I'll
Plus,
actually
this is your
if you
free. This is a free action to have you
Yeah,
get there, so
actually,
you'll be
yeah.
able to most likely then jump down and run after the knight and the swordsman.
Yeah, I'll actually I will take that boost.
Roll athletics with double advantage because you're raging.
Oh, damn, that's so that's a 2d20 plus 21.
Yep.
And that's a crit.
So he gets his
Literally-
hands ready to stabilize you as he launches you up, and you land right in the middle of all these people.
Y'all done fucked up. Now, I'm not. No, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to carry on with the crit. But would I be able to, in one motion, grab
If
this
you want,
one?
you can land on one of them with that crit.
Yeah, sure. I'll land on this one.
Run. So just roll me an acrobatics check real quick.
I'm not as good as at acrobatics, but that's still a 22.
Cool, that's the damage you do. which is double their health, by the way.
So I just crush this guy's body underneath me.
Oh, hey, guess who's in the aura again?
Yeah, Numek is. As I will move there, and can I grab this motherfucker and proceed to swing him into these two motherfuckers?
Roll an athletics. Tested, of course. Not that that means much.
That is a 28.
Okay. Would you believe me if they succeeded?
Can I use my inspiration to give myself to add a +5 to this?
I'm asking, would you believe me if they succeeded?
Honestly, no.
Because you'd be correct, they did not. They rolled a 4 plus their modifier. So you pick them up, now roll an attack. This is an improvised weapon, by the way.
Yes,
So
it's a
count it
good
as
thing.
a club.
Yeah, it's a good thing that I'm proficient.
In improvised weapons.
Yes.
Yep.
I believe I cannot. No, I think it'll be asking too much if I can reckless this.
No, you cannot reckless
Yeah.
bodying someone.
So,
Oh, don't forget to
improvised
heal.
weapon attack. 21.
21. That hits. Don't forget to heal, by the way.
I'm done. I need to take away 4.
Oh, you no longer have that on you.
So it is a club. Here's a club, which I believe is a D8. Are clubs D8s? Oh, they're only a D4. Okay.
We'll count as a great club, because there's a lot of mass behind him.
Alright, then what is a great club damage?
D8, I'm pretty sure.
But it looks.
And because you're using a strength-based weapon, you get to add your rage damage to this.
Yeah. So it's a D8 plus. Just scroll down to debt. Plus 15. Because that is my strength plus my rage damage. 20 damage.
Okay, so they're both dead. But you're not done yet with that body.
No, I'm gonna continue through and hit the other guy.
This will count as your last bit of your action, so you'll only have movement left.
That's fine.
Roll an attack.
29.
That is a crit.
Yeah.
You
So
hear
that
him
would be-
say, "Ah, fuck." 1d8 plus 23.
Yeah. I'll roll that now. $30 damage.
30 damage as you hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Right. Is that your turn?
How much movement do I have left?
All of it. You only
Okay.
moved 5 feet, so
So I have 45
minus-
feet.
yeah.
Okay, I have plenty of movement to be able to get down off of this tower then. I'm just going to start heading towards where the knight ran.
You notice that you're already in the prison once you jump down. Because you can see
Yeah.
a lot of buildings that have words like mess hall and whatnot just for food and whatnot, and then you see that there's the impound area where the prisoners are, and you can see that there's a lot of guards there that can see the night running, and then they look over and see you.
See me walking down from the tower, stepping on air.
Yep. As that's your turn.
Yes.
Alright. He turns, not knowing that there's anyone else here for him to really care about. There goes that plus. Because he doesn't see you.
Yeah. To us, you ran up, put something down, put your little fortress down, made it big, and then just fucking disappeared.
And buried yourself in the snow.
Yeah.
Alright. Nubek. It's your turn. Do you wish to terrorize these people, or do you wish to leave them be? Alright.
It appears that
Anger
Nubek has
fist.
died.
Yeah,
Rip him.
he's got a
Oh,
very
there it is.
important call.
Okay.
So, Troy.
Yeah.
Anger Fist has broken out of a prison and is now breaking into a
Into
prison
a prison.
to break someone out. And
Yep.
now he's working with his father for some reason. But it's more because people have decided to fuck around
Interrupt.
and find out.
Yeah.
It's like the old saying goes, old chap. Fuck about and learn what for.
Oh.
As I'm gonna do a few rolls.
I basically will just rage whenever my rage runs out.
Yep. And if I get enough of these numbers, I will count you as on critical health.
Okay. Even with healing?
Even with healing. The amount of people attacking you inside the prison.
True.
So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it got over the threshold of 10. That
Okay.
got 19 and above. That's right. That's how high of a roll it had to be.
Yep. I mean, that's fair.
So by the time you finished wiping your hands, you can see that your you can see that your father has gone over to the location where the prisoners are kept, and he just sort of ushers you to come over. You feel most of your health regaining, bar the stuff
Yeah,
that you lost from him.
It would literally just take 30 seconds for me to get to the most health, my current max health due to what he did to me.
As you're walking, doing a small body count, 100? About 100 guards.
Less than the amount of sovereign guards I killed, but also I also think less than you'd think would be in a facility like this. Though I guess with him here, they don't expect people to attack.
As you get there, Go ahead and roll with double advantage to tear off the main gate.
Do 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 do.
That's a
That is.
casual 40.
Yep.
As you both tear it off and just throw the gate yonder. You see one guard inside currently asleep. He has slept through all of this. And he's the guy with the keys.
I would go up to the guard and just poke his chest with my blood-covered finger. Rough enough
So
to
this
wake
guard
him up.
is a lot more, he's a lot more armored and looks like he's probably meant to be the head guard of the facility, but he's asleep.
Oh, okay. Then I pick up the helmet from one of the. I take the helmet off of a guard that's near me and throw it at him with the intent to wake him up. There's no like damaging
Yep.
force behind my throw.
Apart from his weapons that aren't drawn, even though they're drawn in here,
Yeah.
this is the armor and whatnot. As he looks, as he wakes up and looks over it, and he's just like it. You can tell body like language. This dude is not paid enough for this.
Yep.
As he gets up and he walks over to you and your dad, who's just kind of sitting there with his arms crossed, his axe now sort of resting on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
And he takes his helmet off.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a Earth Genasi before?
No, Angerfist has not.
This is the first time you're seeing one.
Cool.
He looks over at your father. I give you one job. You fucked it up. One of your knights.
Strictly. I was about to say, strictly speaking, it was your knights who fucked it up.
And who? Wait. You look different, as if you've been through shit. You're the Towering Tower, yes?
Yes, I am.
Oh, for the love of Helm. I thought you were busy with the Sovereign Guard. What are you doing here?
Well, you see, the Sovereign Guard took someone that they shouldn't have, and then gave them to you.
I don't remember having any misfits here.
He is not technically a misfit. A brother of the one of them, or two of them, yes, but not technically a member.
Right.
Nakara
So-
Val.
Oh, him. Right. Firstly, I'm going to guess that you're going to want an explanation as to why he's here. At least.
I mean, sure, I guess. Kinda stopped caring when we were fighting.
Right. Well, he's just looking over the sea of dead bodies. And then looking at all of like the guards that are in the towers currently hiding from you guys.
Yeah. I imagine a couple of them like shaking their heads no at him. Do not, do like no, don't antagonize them.
So, what are your demands of surrender?
Well, for one, I want Nakara alive.
Eh?
Hmm. Other than that, you know incredibly bad. Well, people who are like me, or at least people who you think would work with people like me, or for me. Are there any others like that here?
You'll have to ask them yourself. I don't tend to pry into the personal lives of the prisoners. I just tend to keep the place working. That seems, on my day off, and I entrust the locals to take care of things. Your father just shrugs. I'm awoken by a helmet covered in blood. A Goliath that, last I checked, broke out of the island, and then the island got turned into a city place.
Yeah, the main city on that place got blown the fuck up.
Uh, and now you're here. Well, you're gonna
Yep.
have to talk to the prisoners. Feel free to take any you want, as long as you're gonna allow the men that are left to get back home to their families.
Well, that depends. Are any of them Sovereign Guard?
Last I checked, no. We don't work with the Sovereign Guard.
You
They
do take
took.
prison.
Yeah, that was the
You do
last
take prison.
thing. That was the last thing we ever took from them. Then they started working with a Duke.
It's probably that Archduke again. He really, why the hell was he ever allowed power?
You know, something that might not surprise you is that people who aren't very strong but are very cunning can get very powerful in the sense of law and order.
There, a look just passes over Engif's face. Oh, you would not believe how aware I am of that fact.
It's one of the reasons why the Helm's Guard tries to stay out of politics. We're here to protect the people, not protect the integrity of one's power.
Apart from your gods.
Our god at the moment is suffering an acute poison.
Oh, that sucks for him.
It does. Whoever took that poison to him, I hope that they reap what they have sown. But until then, he puts his helmet back on. Feel free to go talent scouting. I'm gonna go talk to my guards and see why the hell they decided to let 2 rampaging Goliaths in. And did just shut the damn gate. As he walks off.
Keys. Unless you'd rather me tear the doors off of the cell doors off their hinges.
He turns and looks at you. For as long as you're alive, I don't think there's a single prison that needs keys. But if you really want to be a model citizen, he throws the keys in front of your feet. Go right ahead. He
I,
turns
I, d-
again
I
and
muttered,
starts walking off.
I muttered to myself, it is entirely less about me being. As he leaves, I just look at my father. It is entirely less about me being a model citizen, and more about me just giving these to whatever people I don't end up taking.
He,
Whether they end up.
he just then gestures for you to go into prison.
You know, as I walk through, I've never properly walked into a cell block before. It was always via teleportation.
Now, I was wholeheartedly waiting to have to bring this out. And I was expecting this to be a dad. As you're crushing his head. Just. But it seems
Honestly,
you found a common enemy, which is people who interfere with fights.
yeah, basically just whoever pisses us off. Again, one of the underlying issues is that we are too similar. However, that similarity does come in handy sometimes.
Yeah.
That's not to say if I don't. That's not to say I won't at some point find him again and fight and do that to him once I become more powerful.
Once become more powerful and his kids have grown up a little more to be able to take care of themselves. They'll
Yeah.
be 15, you'll be like, oh, old enough. Right.
I know I'm not going to get any magic users any real powerful magic users amongst these people because the magic users were typically sent to the island because that had an anti-magic field. I don't know what would have happened to them since the island became under new management, though.
A few things are still being ironed out there.
Yeah. The first thing I do, though, is find Nakara.
Yep. I shall get him for you promptly. I just gotta fix something up.
Yeah.
I apparently didn't have his
In prison look.
in prison look. So that's on me.
Yeah.
So is there
That's
anything
alright.
you want to ask your father?
Phew. So he is solidly at 10 feet tall, right? 10 or 11 feet
Yes.
tall. Yeah. I'd probably just bring up the fact that I did start to grow without needing my anger to force my body to, but it seems to have stopped. It's annoying me, as this is not the height that I believe I should be.
So you want to learn how to get bigger. Like the Ugalavis.
I am Ugalavi. But while I am
He
Ugulavi,
he
I
picks up
am
his
also my
axe.
own being.
He picks up his axe and he's just like, and he raises his axe and drops it on his left arm, and takes takes half of the left arm off. Puts his axe back, holds the left arm out. You will be once you show this.
Good.
We're even now, right?
I believe we are. Do keep in mind, though, that eventually, when I myself am older, I might still come find you for a fight,
I'll wait for it.
just for the sake of fighting.
I'll be waiting for it. Hopefully by then I found one of those weird robo arms you've got.
I could have one sent here for you. It's not going to be as good as mine.
What, you're trying to recruit me to your little game? That would certainly make it easy for you to find me.
True. I hadn't the thought had crossed my mind, truth be told. But I don't particularly care whether you do join or not.
Do what you want to do. That's your little shindig. Oh god, you two really are the same.
Yep.
Turns out the reason why you killed him was not because you reached your tipping point because he was an asshole, but because you both couldn't choose where to fucking eat that night.
Oh, no, you see, we never had an issue as to where we ate, because Brain Crusher or the mother always chose. I'd just take his arm, nod. Right then. I'm off to find a pirate and find anyone who might be of use to my iron fists.
You know where I live. As he starts walking back.
Oh, right. If you see Newbeck, you probably won't. Let him know where I am before I leave.
Will do. Will do.
I'd suggest
Meanwhile,
just
Newbeck is probably in his house right now trying to find any valuables to steal.
yeah. He's either in the house or he's come into the
Well, there's nothing in the, main fortress to steal.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a prison. There's not really much
True.
to steal from a prison, because all of their stuff is somewhere else. This place is just to hold them. Where all their stuff is in a vault far away.
I was also thinking of any any valuable personal effects of the guards and shit that stationed there.
No. They go in shifts here, and they don't take anything valuable with them when they come here.
Cool. I still personally find it funny that Nubek is looking for that stuff and getting increasingly annoyed that he can't.
I believe it.
But yeah, I would go find Nakara first and get him out of his cell.
Yep. I'm almost finished. Just give me a moment.
Whilst you take your moment, I am going to go to the toilet. I have returned.
Back. Just gotta get the right clothes on now.
Yeah.
And the right shirt. Alright, so the last time you saw Nakara Val,
It's fucking ages. Was on, I believe, Mendez's ship. He looked.
this is what he looked like. Looked quite prim and proper, right?
Yep.
You find him, or at least you believe it's him, because he's still got at least the beard. He's in NPCs.
Damn.
Oh, great.
I think for a second, what is with people and taking other people's arms?
You can thank the Sovereign Guard for that one. Anyway, you're probably here for that punch you threatened me about a while ago.
Honestly, I'm a little worried I'd probably kill you right now, and I need you alive.
From what I heard outside, sounds like you probably kill me even when I'm in some sort of good position.
Potentially. But you do have someone back. You do work for someone who will more than likely raise my continent to the ground.
Fuck. You're telling me Mendez is coming?
Yeah. So you're coming with me to someone
Hey,
who might.
I just realized.
What?
Didn't all
What?
of... my brother had a silver eye. My oldest brother had his eye cut. And now my eye was gouged out.
Huh.
Must be some sort of curse or something, I swear.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, I probably know what he wants.
So I'm gonna find someone who can get you in contact with him, or you will be able to.
I
You
can
might
get in contact with him. I just need I just need a message. That's all.
a message. Pardon?
Message.
Pardon. I didn't. Yeah.
Just need a message.
All right. Well, I know some. I'm pretty sure I have someone that can do that. As I unlock his cell door. Come on.
He stands up and starts making his way out.
Oh, right. You know people.
Yeah.
You know of my iron fists, right?
No. No. I
Oh,
think you've forgotten that I've been in here for a while.
I'm pretty sure it's the. No, actually, no. You're right. I only.
And also, I'm not part of the Misfits. I'm
True. You're an
very
independent
much.
operator. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've made my own my own sort of group called the Iron Fists. And now I want to talent scout this place.
Ah, right. So you're expecting me to be able to know everyone like I did in the last prison?
No, just those that just those that you might recognize as useful.
Right. Well, he points to one cell. That dude used to be useful. Then they hung him. Just yesterday.
Great.
Reminder that this place is a prison where people are killed.
Yeah, I didn't really care about. Oh, actually, no, I did care about that fact because I needed you alive. Hence why I am now here.
Right. Anyway, I would say that everyone here is useful in their own way, but not all of them would be Iron Fist standard levels. If I am getting this right, people have to be able to punch things and not break their hands.
That is a handy thing. We have inducted various normal guards, but I believe they've been getting stronger.
So just run me through what you have to do to join, so that way I can tell you, because some of these people are more here as arcane criminals, some are here for martials, some are here for ranged.
Well, simply put, when they do join, they're going to have one of their arms cut off and replace it with a metal one.
That all.
It's one
That's
of
a
them.
cakewalk compared to what happens when you're in prison.
Oh, I'm aware. It's why I'm trying to find people that will actually be of use. Actually, I pull out my sending stone to Adrian. Hey, Adrian,
What's up?
what would
A
be
little busy
the
right now. We're currently taking the tip.
Oh, right, yeah. What would actually be what do you believe if you have a free moment? What would be do you believe would be the criteria for joining the Iron Fists?
Depends if you're going to be handling weapons or not. If you're handling weapons, then you're part of the Iron Fists. If you're not handling weapons, then you're going to be one of the menials working for the Iron Fists. There's only two criteria. You're either strong enough to fight or weak enough to serve.
All right.
Though I will not hold it personally accountable against anyone that you're trying to bring in who is weak enough to serve. As we all know, Tech Mally.
I hear the annoyance in his voice.
Yep.
Don't worry, anyone that I bring from here is having their arm cut off and replaced with a metal one.
Wait, so if I don't die from your punch, I'm going to be indoctrinated into the Iron Fist and I've got to get my other arm cut off?
No, I wasn't going to offer you a spot, but you are already missing an arm.
Oh, sweet. So I still
It's
get to do
simple.
my pirating duty and I only get punched once, right?
Fuck it, sure. You can be fuck it, sure. I'll use you as a tie to Mendez or something, an alliance agreement or some shit with him.
Speaking of which, we should probably get that done soon.
Yeah.
This eye was freshly removed not too long ago. And I'm kind of woozy.
Right. Yeah. All right then. So I believe in accordance with what you said, Adrian, magic users are menial. Correct?
Depends what type of magic user. Paladins and clerics and fighters that choose to be Eldritch Knights. I'd say that they would be able to be fitting into other areas. Even blade dancers.
Right. Well, if I find any that Alkek might be able to teach as well, that'd be handy, I guess.
Oh, speaking of Alkek, he's been complaining as of late.
What? Are the Iron Fist not supplying him with enough souls?
Oh no, he's complaining about something else.
Right.
He
I
says
guess.
he says that he's getting an adequate amount of salt, but apparently during the crash, his phylactery was stolen.
Right.
So keep an eye on that for out in, at the city, will you? Next time you're around.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, that one just flew right over my head. I gotta.
I'll let
I'll
you get
get
back
back
to taking
to-
the tip.
Yeah. Hey, they've got these pretty gnarly technology. I can't wait to bring it back to Tech Mally. It's the one thing that actually brings a smile on my face to see him beam looking at all this technology and giving us really cool shit afterwards.
Cool. Alright.
With that, you hear him say, "Oh," and then it cuts off.
Well, I hope he didn't just die. Alright. Basically, I want anyone that can use weapons effectively. If there are magic users, I'll take them. If there are magic users that are willing to submit, and do whatever the fuck we tell them, we'll take them too.
He points to himself. First, let's deal with this dude. You
Right
see
on.
this person who looks like they're rather skinny and they're kind of scratching at their arm and they look up. What? What do you want? They look like they're a half elf. What is it? This is a
Alright.
magic user. He'll be able to cast message.
Alright then.
Or is it send? No, it's sending. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought you would want sending because, well, that's what these stones use.
Yeah, I
Tell
can
me.
cast that, but need a short piece of fine copper wire or a set or a what do you call those things? Arcane focus.
I don't know whether I'd be able to find a small piece of copper wire here or an arcane focus. Like, Angerfist knows vaguely that the paladin, because I believe he was a paladin,
Yep.
has an arcane focus, but that is tied to his god. He doesn't know if this dude would be able to use it.
Probably not. This is when this is where Nakaravel comes into play. So he kind of just reaches in with his he reaches into his jaw and just sort of pulls out some copper from underneath his lip. There you go.
Huh.
I've been holding on to that, hoping that someone would be able to, that at some point I'd be able to talk to this dude and have a message sent to someone, because I didn't know if anyone was going to get me.
Fair. And resourceful.
You ought to be resourceful when you're a pirate. You never know when you're going to get captured.
That makes sense.
Alright. He holds out the copper wires. The dude takes it, and he's just like, he takes a whiff. Alright, what's the message you want me to send?
I would just gesture. I would just nod at Nakara.
I'll just tell Mendez that Nakaravel is safe currently at Zartakla. Meet you there. And he repeats that, and you then see him. He's gone from talking. He says it, then he's just like, "Thank you for the copper," as he puts it away because it does get used.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought it consumed them.
No, it says a short piece of fine copper wire, but it doesn't say it is consumed.
Okay. I just assumed it says. I just assumed that any material you use is used. It's why you need it always. It's why most people say you always got to fucking find more.
No, if it says that it consumes it, it consumes it.
Okay. Neat.
As he's putting it away, he like gets. He sort of looks like he's gotten freaked out. Alright, let me out.
What?
Let me out. He sort of runs up to the bars. Let me out. Come on. Let me out. I've helped you. Please.
And why are you suddenly in a rush to get out?
I'll tell you if you let me out. Please.
I'll let you out if you agree to work for my group,
Who's your group?
the Iron Fists.
Okay, sure.
All right then. You can't. Know that if you try to go back, you're not going to like it.
Go back where?
Go back on your word. You've agreed to be part of the Iron Fists. If you try and
Just let me out.
cool. I'd let him out. Fuck it.
He sprints off.
Before he sprints off, I would grab him.
Roll an athletics against his acrobatics.
Not with advantage, because I am no longer raging.
There's a chance he might actually get out. Slim, but it's still there.
29.
Nope. You just grab him by like the chain that is still connected to him. Just
Yeah.
and pull him back.
Where are you going?
Where am I going? I'm running. Running far away from here.
Why?
Because Mendez is now coming here.
Alright.
And he sounded angry. Very angry. I don't know who Mendez is, but if you're working for him, and you did what you did to all these guards, I don't want to know who Mendez is.
I don't work for Mendez. He does.
Oh, then I can relax a little, right?
Maybe. You might decide you might take a disliking to you. The point is, you now have to follow my orders.
Okay, well, counterpoint, let's run. Mikao just sort of looks at you. I said he was useful for what we needed.
True. What
He
other
might be
magic
useful.
do you?
He might be useful in another turn, but at the moment he is just a skittish mess.
Fair. Go out to the gate. You'll see a. You know what a Darren's Instant Fortress is, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, there's one of those out there replacing one of the towers. Knock on the door and call out for Noob. Call out for Noobek. He is a friend of mine. Let
Okay,
him know
we'll
I
do.
sent you. They'll just let him go.
He just sprints off again, still with a chain sort of connected to him.
Yeah.
It's just dragging along the ground.
I'll then basically go along finding anyone that's a paladin clerical
So,
fighter
for
of
the
blazing.
there are 150 guards for a 300-person prison.
Okay.
Well, there's 151 guards, including the dude who now has to try and get what is left, the 50 left, to, say that this place is overrun. And not much left here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a 300-person prison, which means every guard was responsible for at least 2 prisoners,
Prisoners, yeah.
which is very high max security,
Yeah.
considering that this place was, designed for executions. Seems about right.
Yeah.
And then Mercarval takes you to another individual. This guy here, you can see he's currently asleep, and is a bugbear. He might be useful, but he's not exactly a team player. He's very much one who usually likes to bully. It's in a bugbear's nature to bully.
Well, I'm sure there'll be things he can do for the Iron Fists that will require him to either work alone or have his own little team to order around.
If you had a torture group,
Oh, I know just who to put him under then. Michael.
we'll just leave them in here until such time as we need to let them go. Sound like a plan? Because I'd rather not have a whole bunch of people running around.
Oh, that was my intention.
Here's the next one. This one, not useful. This one is
Now,
very much...
meta really quick. The maximum amount of people that teleport and vice versa, the helmet teleport can take is 8 people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I get Nubek to take 7 people with him as well, I can only take we can bring along 14 people, including
Out of the
Nakara.
150. Yeah, out of the 150.
Yeah.
He
I
sort
would
of
tell
points this one. This one is not the best to choose. He is way too kill crazy. You sort of look into the cell and you can see he's currently scratching at a wall, and his fingers are gone to the bone and there's just blood. And he just turns slowly. And he sort of crawls towards the bars. The towering terror.
What about me?
I have some of the body parts that you took off of people back at home. I hope they're still there. I want you to sign them.
I don't do signing. That's more of my brother's shtick.
Oh, I heard that. Someone said otherwise.
Man, I cannot for the life of me think of a time that Angerfist has signed something.
Remember when someone said that their kid is a big fan of you?
Oh, yeah, I did. Once.
Yeah. This is where you turn around and just say, yeah, that was a one-time thing. I didn't really care for it.
He would legitimately say that, yeah. One time thing. Did it on a whim.
And
Unfortunately,
please carve more up. I want more parts. More parts. Adorn the walls.
right. Fortunately,
As I said,
whilst
this one's not too, good to choose.
Crazy can be helpful at times, but they must be able to control it.
Well, this
He
one,
obviously can't.
unfortunately, already gave himself up to Yinagu. Yes, Yinagu. Lord of Hunt. Hunt, hunt, hunt.
Yeah, good for you.
He's going to be executed tomorrow, I believe.
If they still have the people for it.
Well, that really depends on if anyone's left in their cages or not. I'm not sure who's going to unlock his cage.
Fair.
He takes you over.
I honestly probably would have handed him the keys by now.
Yeah,
Actually, no, he only has one arm. No, yeah, I still would have handed him the keys.
he's
Like, he knows,
dexterous.
yeah, he's dexterous and he knows what I'm looking for now, so he can figure out who.
He takes you to another one, which is several cells away from that one. I just wanted to show you the one you definitely don't want. Now I'm going to show you one who you might
All right then.
as you get to a solitary confinement cell.
I'm intrigued.
Inside here is a lovely gentleman. He's actually a rather soft individual once you get to know him. It's just don't get him angry.
Why? What happens?
He does what you do. He grows.
Oh.
But he's not a Goliath.
That's interesting.
He's an elf.
I would
He's
slide.
in here because he's in here because one of the people who were due to be executed in a month pissed him off, so he crushed their head.
I do get a grin from that. As I'd slide open, I presume something that allows them to talk to them.
Yep.
In there.
You open the door and you hear, "Who is there?"
I am Angerfist.
Angerfist. Towering terror.
Aye, that's what people call me. I'm talent scout. I've just basically wiped out the majority of the people, the guards here. And now I'm talent scouting for my group.
Right. The Iron Fists, no less?
Yes.
Some of us have ears. As you swear that you can see he's currently looking at Nakara. And actually hear what the guards talk about.
I can't exactly blame Nakara for not paying attention. Pretty much I'm pretty sure the only thought he's had in his mind about me is the fact that I'm going to punch him.
You're not the only one.
So, you interested?
Depends. What do I need to get into your little fan club?
Well, for starters, you're already on the right track being a barbarian.
Is that
Or-
what people want to call me?
Or at the very least, you're on the right track being able to crush people's heads with your hands. Takes a bit of strength to do that.
You get used to doing stuff like that when you're born with such blood.
The other fact is that if you do join, one of your arms will be cut off and replaced with a metal one, and you will be a subordinate to
He
someone.
finally stands up and walks towards the grate so you can see his face. One of his eyes has like a glazed over look with a burn across that eye. The last one who tried to take anything of mine didn't just lose their life, but caused a lot more death than what was needed. Of course, now I'm here, so what do I have to say much about? But I'd like to see whoever's going to try do so. I don't have temper that I can control when my body's on the line. Unless, of course, you say that you're going to give it a go. I've heard that you're a cut above the regular tyrant.
Well, if it really comes down to it, I have no issue putting you in line.
I shall think on this. I know you're a busy man, but I need time to make a choice on this matter. I'm rather attached, as he sort of places one of his hands on the in the slot to show his hand that has like cuts in it from
Yeah.
different people making attacks and stuff to my body parts as he pulls his hand back in.
I nod. I would nod and say, just keep in mind that I'm only taking a limited amount of people.
Well, if you end up finding any more willing than I wish you luck. As he walks back into the dark area and sits down. I would definitely once he's gone a little further away. Nakara sort of closes the slide thing. I definitely choose this guy, as even though his rage might be a little hard to tame, if you take his arm, I don't think that's gonna matter.
My thoughts exactly. I'm taking them all. As we move along and out of earshot, I'd still speak a bit low, so then only Nakara had. I intend on taking them along, but if he believes that it is of his choice, he might be slightly more willing.
Yep. Well, let's hope he is. I'm sure he'll come around, because he's going to be thinking about the fact that he's on death row, and if he's already going to die, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
So the fact that he's willing to stick around while he's on death row, when he can easily crush a guard's skull in, even if he doesn't,
He's
might
probably
also show how much he is willing to follow laws set by those of his betters.
yes. I'm counting on that.
As he then takes you to another cell, inside you see a strange sight. It is a goblin, but this goblin is very much buff. Now, little Mr. Muscle here doesn't speak a lick of common, but he speaks Giant, Elvish, and Draconian for some reason, along with Goblin, of course.
Noted.
He gets along rather well with Big Scary and in solitary confinement over there.
Good.
He kind of comes up to the bars, and he speaks to you in Giant. What's up?
I'm telling, like, I'm depicting.
Yes.
I like that you're decisive.
Decisive about what?
You're joining joining the Iron Fists.
Yes.
You're going to lose your arm, and it will be replaced with a metal one.
That sounds cool. So what am I decisive about, though? I just rushed to saying yes to what you were saying because I want out.
That is fair. You're decisive in the fact that you know what you want.
Don't matter if I lose an arm, I'd be losing a life if I stayed in here.
Exactly.
Wait, hang on. He takes a whiff
What?
in. That stench. I've smelt it before.
Oh,
Beck?
right, yeah. Yeah, he's outside, probably in his fortress by now.
Didn't know that he was around. Used to hang out with him when we were very young.
Really? Shit.
Probably
the only
doesn't
person...
remember me.
Probably not.
We don't usually
the only...
remember much about young lives, but unfortunately, I'm kind of remembering pretty much everything.
That's unfortunate.
I still remember the slop they served us last week. It tasted disgusting. Just thinking about it, yeah. He sort of takes his hands and he sort of strokes them over his tongue. Ugh. I'd rather the taste of dirt.
I've heard from some people that dirt can taste quite appealing.
Yeah, so can a
Granted.
banana.
Granted, those people that are eating dirt are only doing so because they've landed face first in it from getting thrown.
Alright, actually, I have a request before I join.
What's that?
Arm wrestle. Your giant Goliath bulk versus my tiny goblin arms. And whoever throws the other one over the table wins. And if I win, I get to go free. If you win, I get to join you. He sort of does like the finger pointing with like a smirk. If you say no, it's worth a try.
How about you use that tactic on the other Iron Fists too? Determine who will lead whatever group you're put in.
That's how that works. Seems a bit weird. I'd put the most
No,
tactically, minded. I'm not tactically minded at all. I'm just here to have fun.
Oh. The ones that are tactically minded do not lead groups. They lead the group. They lead everyone.
Ah, so it's
They do
strike
have.
teams that have the muscle, and everyone else sort of sits there being a paper pusher.
There can be. Granted, the tactical minded ones can fight as well.
Well, that's good for them. Anyway, so that's a no on the trying arm wrestle thing. If
Maybe
I'm
later.
gonna lose an arm, I want to be able to have it fucked up before I lose it.
That's fair.
I guess we'll come back to that later.
Yes.
Come around to
One
grab me
more.
when you're ready, because I'm not exactly the fastest, and
Yeah.
not sure how territorial your goblin is.
Honestly, when Nubek sees you, he'll probably try and convince you to join him.
What's his stick?
I think he's trying to make a goblin empire.
That is very funny. Though other goblins disgust me. As he sort of as you've realised there's no stench coming from him.
Yes, I have noticed that quite apparently. Yes, and I believe I can tell why. You are going to hate Nubek.
Oh no. I don't hate other goblins. I just find them disgusting.
Yes,
Like, how are you meant to show off a body if no one wants to look towards you?
yes. And there is no goblin that stinks worse than Nubek.
I can tell you one that probably does. He lives here. I hope you're not going past his cell.
Unfortunately, I probably will have to.
Well, prepare to plug your nose. He already reeks of death.
Alright
Well,
then.
let's move on,
Agreed.
as I'm sure you had a lovely chat with them in whatever language you just talked to them in. I think that might have been Giant?
Yes.
I'm not sure. Cool. You sort of, as you go to walk off, you just feel a punch on your shin. Don't forget me.
I'll be back to pick you and the elf up.
As, about 10 cells down, you find you can smell something. It definitely smells like a dead body that's been left in a car to fester. That is worse than what Nubek smells like.
Yes, yes, it would be.
You can see that the people that are like the person that is next to the cell, he just looks at you, and he's just like, his nose is just plugged.
The
What's
one
this?
kindness the one kindness the guards give them.
Oh no, he's got his hand covering his nose.
That makes more sense.
So, what are you doing here?
Angus doesn't block his nose. He can't be fucked. He'll just breathe a bit through his mouth. He'll
It
just breathe through his
tastes
mouth
like
a bit more.
shit. The air tastes exactly as it smells.
Yeah.
Nakara sort of is blocking his nose.
Yeah. I mean, whether I block my nose or not, I still need to breathe through my mouth.
Yeah.
So I just can't be bothered to bring my hand up to block my nose.
So, what are you doing here?
Talent scouting.
For?
My group, the Iron Fists.
Oh, I heard about them. They punched me once.
That makes sense.
I think the name was Adrian. I was then brought here on bogus charges. I didn't actually kill anyone. So you one of the new guards?
Pardon? I actually can't really hear you
Are
properly.
you
with
one
you
of the
doing
new
that.
guards?
Oh God, no! I've just killed about 100 of them.
Oh. Well, I guess I can drop the charade. Yes, I killed 3 people. But I do feel remorse if you're some sort of good guy.
I feel like both Nakara and I laugh for quickly stopping due to the smell.
Yeah, Nakara in like with like his taking breaths when he turns behind him is just like, this guy is both a potential candidate and someone who might not be good. He needs work.
Well, I'll see you later then.
I'll think about it.
As you get another cell closer, the smell is getting worse. The dude in this cell seems to be on the floor. There is vomit everywhere. I'm not sure if this person is alive or not. Though, this dude is not a candidate.
Then he can lay there.
He's actually here because he killed a lot of people. He was drunk. So, he wasn't in his own mind when he did that. And he did that while he was performing surgeries. Oh God. Move it down. Keep it down. Do not throw up. I'm okay. I'm okay. Alright, and next up is... what?
Meta, I feel like the biggest reason why everyone suffers so badly from this smell is because it's gotten that bad that it's basically poison.
Yep.
But
You
due
get
to
to-
my boon, I am immune to poisons, so it just really, really
It's
stings
just a
to
bad
me.
taste.
Yeah, it's
and
just a
bad
bad
smell.
taste to me.
As you get to the end of this row, and in the cage you can see a goblin who has decorated his room with his own fecal matter.
Yep.
This goblin, if we had a way to use him as a weapon, or, well, you use him as a weapon, he would be very good as just a weapon, not as a individual to be added to anything. There's no training this barbaric creature. Hey, I can understand that.
I agree that there's probably no point that his best use would be as some sort of biological weapon.
Biological weapon, please. Everything's fine here. It smells like roses.
No, I travel with Nubek, and I used to think he he was the worst thing.
Ungar.
Yes.
Huh.
And I used to think that he was the worst thing I'd ever smell. Now it's you.
Right, and so does the other guy, I think.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to take you out with me right now. I might come back later, and come back at some point. Come back at some point if you're not dead.
Oh, trust me, no guard comes near here. They just slide they just have one of the inmates slide food over and I eat. I haven't been let out of this cell in I don't actually know how long.
That explains the state of your neighbor.
Oh, him? He was brought in yesterday.
I retract my statement. You would make an excellent biological weapon. I might use you to torture people. Granted.
That's what they do here.
Yes. Granted, that is only going to be that might happen later.
Well, if you
If
don't
I
mind,
come
I
back
am
here.
finishing my magnum opus. As he just sort of puts his hands back onto the wall and keeps smearing shit.
Right. I pick up Nakara and take large strides away to get away from
Nakara
the
looks
snake.
like he was close to passing out.
Yes, that's why I pick him up.
Oh, thank you. Oh, fuck. So, thing about that one there. He's been here probably the third longest. There's only 2 other prisoners here that have yet to be executed, and the reason why for the other 2 is because the guards were too scared to go near. One of them is the elf. The other one is a dude who is in Supermax.
Well, then it appears that at some point we will be taking a visit to them.
I think we're going now. I need some more fresh air. And he's
That
in
makes
his own little area, so we got to go outside and go to another facility. Far, far away from this one.
That makes sense.
Anyway, new
Yeah.
prisoners. That cell right next to what we nickname as either Stink or Death, whichever you want to go with. New prisoners are put there for the first day so they can fest up. Then we realize that this place is no joke, and usually it's also to pacify us, because by the time we've thrown up everything, we're too weak to do anything.
Yes, that makes sense. If you're too weak to do anything, you won't be able to resist.
We end up spilling some beans, because we've spilled all of our guts.
Yes.
Anyway, he takes you over to a building that, as he unlocks the door, you can see the walls are about 3 foot thick. There's only one person in here at the moment. There used to be 2.
Did the one that's still in here kill the other?
No, the other one was deemed safe enough to go back into solitary confinement. That one, on the other hand, was left in solitary confinement a little too long. He's kind of lost himself a bit. Perfect for molding.
Yes, by the sounds of it.
We'll talk to that dude later. As you get to this room that is within walls, and inside the walls, when you get in further, you find it is a caged area with one creature inside in a cage that is currently dangling over spikes. It is a minotaur.
Oh, cool.
He walks to the side of the cage as the cage sort of tilts, and he looks towards you. And spits at you. And it hits you right, like, below the throat, where it meets the chest.
Yeah.
You're the fresh meat, are you?
Hardly. I'm here of my own choice.
Huh.
Given.
So was I. They couldn't have gotten me from another cell to this one if I didn't want it.
You move here because you were bored or something?
I moved because it was quiet. Kill enough guards and enough prisoners and they'd send you here. Ah, tranquility.
Hmm. That makes
Though I'm
sense.
not sure why the pipsqueak's with you.
Oh, you see, I'm taking him away. And anyone that wants to join my group.
Oh, let me guess, you're part of some upstart. What do you call
Maybe.
yourselves, the Brain Crushers? You kinda
No,
look
that-
like him.
No, that's my brother.
Right, he should change his name. Phony. A real Brain Crusher looks more something like what I did. And what that one elf did.
Yes, well, he is only a stage fighter.
Yep,
No,
well, I'd show him what a real Brain Crusher looks like. Not on him, of course. Everyone has their reasons to entertain the crowd. My
yes,
crowd, though, is of a plainer.
really? How so?
Oh, you're interested, are you? I thought you were
Vaguely.
talent scouting, not I.
Oh, I am. I'd like to know who you're apparently entertaining before offering you a position.
Oh, just a Chaos God of War. Mal has his eye on me. Or at least he has his eye on some warriors.
I am quite familiar with Mal.
Do tell.
I fought him.
So did I! He sort of points to one of his horns. That's like being sort of sheared off somehow.
Yeah.
Blasted the horn off. Hasn't grown back since.
I gesture at like the blackness around my eye and the big ass burn mark on my chest. Ah, he got you with the eye, with the laser, didn't he?
Yep. Well, if you're good enough to go toe-to-toe with Mal in his weakened form, then I'm sure that you'll be more than a fit to, well, more than a fit to be an ally, though I'm not sure about your little group. What are they?
They go by the Iron Fists. Mostly, they do what they want, take what they want.
He holds his hand up. I'm going to ask this once, and if it's the case, you're gonna lose me.
Alright.
Is it in name? Or is there an actual reason why it is called Iron Fists?
I raise my right arm. It has a reason.
Is it in name? Or is there a reason? You might be the owner of your little group, but I need to know why it's called the Iron Fists.
Every member who joins, unless I say otherwise, loses an arm, or unless they were already missing one. Oh, blah, blah. Going back a little bit. Everyone who joins, unless I say otherwise, or they're already missing one, loses one of their arms, and it is replaced with a metal one.
Why is it when they already have lost one? That doesn't show much conviction.
True. Could make them lose their other arm and just give them two metal ones.
Or, might be costly. You ever thought about giving their arm back and then cutting it off again?
Regeneration.
If they truly
That-
have the conviction, they must go for the pain.
I like the way you think. I'm sure Michael and several others would agree with you.
Well, two things can happen out. One, you can let me out of this cell, and we can duke it out and see if I lose an arm. Or two, you can let me out of this cell, and I walk free. And I help you every now and again, if you need me. They call me
Question.
Tartarus.
I would like to say, Tox, that I would have kept one rage just in case anything unexpected happens.
Yep.
Looks like we're duking.
Good choice. If I win, I keep my arm, but I join. If you win, I'll take both arms as long as I get a metal one. Or two.
Agreed. I nodded.
Though I have one rule in the fight.
And that is?
No going for the balls.
Agreed.
You can punch a man's teeth out, give a man a black eye, poke his eyes out, tear his arm from his socket, dislocate any bone. But when it comes to the balls, you never touch such a sacred thing.
Angerfist, just thinking back to the fact that if it comes down to it, he has no issues going for those. Anything for the win, after all. But but in this case, he's going to not go. He's going to respect.
Because I
this
don't
dude.
have a fight arena or a thing, I'm
That's
going to get you to roll 3D 100.
Yeah.
And see if you beat the number I rolled.
204.
You beat the number I rolled.
Oh, cool.
I rolled 1D300. You rolled 3D1. You rolled 3 D100. So the difference
okay.
is
I had a better chance of getting something more averaged.
yeah. So you beat him. It took a bit out of you, but you beat him.
Mm.
He does have a boot.
That
His
makes
boon
sense.
is superior constitution.
Oh, the same as one of mine.
But he doesn't have any more than that.
Yeah. So it's literally me beating his regeneration into submission.
Basically. So, which arm do you take? Or do you take both? Or in a cruel twist of fate, do you kick him in the balls and throw him into the spikes?
No, I take his right arm.
So you grab at his arm and you just pull.
Yeah.
And tear it off. You know he'll regenerate.
Oh, yeah.
You know that he's a fast healer.
Yeah,
But,
I would note, like, in the next, within 6 seconds, he's basically stopped bleeding.
I'm gonna get him to roll his con real quick. Con save to not scream. Barbarians have proficiency, yeah?
Yes.
He succeeds.
I nod in approval.
As he stands up. Where do you want me to be?
You can wait out the front, by the Darren's Instant Fortress.
What's that?
It's the thing that has basically replaced part of the wall.
Oh, I see it. He just starts walking off. You can the blood stops dripping at some point, but there's like
Yeah.
blood that's oozed and just left a line. His arm's
Yeah.
just still on the ground after you tore it off.
Oh, yeah. Meta-wise, I'm kind of wondering what Eggfist is kind of wondering what Minotaur meat would taste like.
Go ahead.
If it is put into a bag of holding, would it be preserved in some way?
So, there is 10 minutes of air in bags of holding when the bag is opened. After that 10 minutes is gone, anything that needs air suffocates.
Okay, meaning that it becomes a vacuum, meaning it will be preserved.
Yep.
Okay, I just stick it in the bag of holding then. Like I wrap the end of the shoulder part of it. So
However,
then
it will be warm.
that's fine.
The bag of holding is not chilled.
That's I mean, I guess that depends on
And
what.
it would also dry out slowly, so, you know, you're gonna get Minotaur jerky at some point.
That's that honestly, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't think of how good of how useful a bag of holding would be for the jerky business.
Right, so next you are taken to the other person who is in solitary confinement.
Yeah.
Nakara sort of knocks on the door in a rhythmic pattern, and the one on the other side does it as well. Okay, he's happy to talk. Do you slide the thing open?
Yeah.
Alright. Again, you can't see very well inside, so you're not sure.
Meta, I'm here to talk to you about the Iron Fist initiative.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Iron Fist Christ.
No, it'd be more along like, hi, I'm here to talk to you about your Lord and Savior. Me.
Me. So, you see someone moving inside as he comes over the door, and you can see that he is a Yuan-Ti pureblood.
Oh, same race as Mendez, I would note in my mind.
Yep. So what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I'm
Oh,
breaking.
and same race as Istal. I think his
Oh,
name's
yeah.
Istal. Yeah. So what do I owe the pleasure?
You're a Yuan-Ti. Pureblood.
Stare if
Interesting.
you wish. Hell, paint a
Oh.
portrait, it will last longer.
Why would I need to do that? I'm merely noting your race. I've met members of your race that are actually rather powerful.
Do you think that's because I'm here? I'm not.
No, I'm thinking the fact that you're in solitary means you are.
Right. Well, I've been here for a long time. Don't really remember much from outside. And I've lost myself, as many have said. Apparently I used to be more vicious. I highly doubt it.
That's fine. If you come with me and join my group, you'll be taught ways of, well, basically however the fuck you want to kill people. Hell, you might even be able to make one yourself.
Why would I want to join your group? What's in it for me?
For one, you'll finally be out of this damn cell.
His hand, you can see his hand gesture for go on.
Yeah, meta-wise, I'm trying to... I know that Angerfist would have a couple reasons, I'm just trying to remember what they would... I'm just trying to think of what they would actually be.
Because remember, the
But
Iron
that'd be-
Fist really doesn't have much for the individual. It is more about the whole.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Honestly, it really is just the fact that you would be out. You would still be under... You would still have to follow some orders due to if you join my group, but I'm sure you'd thrive under the... You would thrive under the... you would thrive under being with the Iron Fists.
So it's out of one prison and into another system.
Sort of. The Iron Fists
I
value
still
those
remember
that are
why
strong.
I'm in here. One
Yeah?
thing. It's because I killed people who told me what to do. So, please, tell me, what's in it for me? I don't hear any freedom for me. The only reason why I'm in here is so that I could be killed. And they couldn't even do that. Lethal injection, hanging, doesn't work for someone with such a neck. Lethal
Yes.
injection, poison doesn't affect me. Leave me
Yes,
out in the cold, survivor.
Yes, I'm surprised they simply just haven't just removed your head from your neck.
Try
They
that.
seem... What, did the blade bounce off or something?
No, I killed everyone who tried to get me into the guillotine.
And of course, none of them were strong enough to just run you through with a blade.
There are ones, but unfortunately they all follow a system. They have to be executed the right way, or paperwork. What about all the paperwork of the dead guards?
Yes, it is terribly boring doing all of that, isn't it? That's why I have other people do whatever it is that they do to run the Iron Fists.
Right. I have a few demands. I'm not in a position to bargain. I know that. But I have a few demands. As your talent scouting, he does finger quotes, then you obviously have a reason to be looking for talent. Talent isn't exactly going to willingly join a group without having a few demands, I would imagine. At least that's how I see it. One.
You are, in a way, correct, yes.
One. If I join and I show
Oh.
enough promise,
Before you continue, say your terms, you must know that those that join my group lose an arm, and it is replaced with a metal one.
so what I'm hearing is, if I am to join, I must show conviction.
Yes.
You know, I'm not sure if you've talked to Tartarus yet.
Funny, I just came from there. I tore his arm off.
So he's chosen to join. I might join then, I like the guy. I didn't kill him while we were in the same cell. Not that I'm sure I could. He's one of the only the other people who couldn't get killed by guards.
Yes. I'm expecting the elf to join as well.
Yep. You mean... Huh. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Funny guy, that one. Soft-spoken. We get along
Yes.
quite well because I don't piss him off.
Yes, I've heard that people shouldn't piss him off. And when it comes down to it, I will remove his arm personally.
I'm not going to ask for such reasons. That seems a little bit, a waste of your time.
Exactly. So,
Anyway,
your turn.
my terms as follows. If I show enough promise, I get to have my own strike team, and we become assassins of sorts.
Yes. I sort of presumed that would be a given.
What, you don't have assassins yet?
Unfortunately, no. The one assassin I do know of requests payment every time.
Oh,
It doesn't work.
I would require payment too, but that would be in copious amounts of alcohol when I get back from completing my job.
Well, then you're in luck that I own several breweries.
He then smacks the door. One problem about being a Yuan-Ti is that you can't get... He starts punching the door. You can't get drunk.
I've noted that I actually understand that. Some time ago I stopped being able to become drunk myself. It is
You should
vexing.
try drinking worm poison to try and get drunk, and it does not work.
Does it taste good?
No. Tastes worse
Pity.
than warm beer.
Ugh. That sounds truly disgusting. Then.
There are poisons that are sweet, but purple worm poison is not one of them.
Pity. But I have no issue with if you show promise for you to become having a strike team of assassins. I'm sure the other higher ups of the Iron Fists would readily agree as well.
And you've already heard term 2. I get paid in alcohol and a place to sleep.
A place to
And
sleep is provided.
food and whatnot. Point is,
All of that is provided anyway. Getting paid in alcohol, you would be the second person that happens for.
good. He opens the door.
I just smile like, yeah, I figured.
He then drops what looks to be a mock key on the ground. Where do I sit while I wait for this transfer?
You'll find Tartarus out the front.
Okay, well, I'll see you there. As he just sort of walks off. He actually stops at a bar, looks inside, and keeps walking.
Yeah.
There aren't really too many other that really catch your eye until you get to the last cell, 150th. And Nakara says, this individual claims that he was already part of the Iron Fists.
That's weird.
You can see that this dude has got, like, his fists are coated in iron. And they can still move.
Huh. Who are you?
Some would call me your fanboy. Others call me a murderer. I just call myself Tim. Not the biggest scary name, is it?
Meta, I didn't actually quite hear his name.
Tim.
Oh.
Not the most scary name, is it?
Well, typically, no. I don't judge people by how threatening they are by their names, but
Yes,
by
but
what they
your
do.
name is backed up not only by the fact that your name is scary, but also by the fact that you are scary. Both your name,
Yeah.
Angerfist, and the Terror, not the Towering Terror, both very scary names. Tim, on the other hand, not really that scary. Now, I could have been called something like Tartarus. That guy's scary.
He's alright.
Or even the name that has been forgotten by one Dutch UNT.
Hmm. So,
He was
Tim.
named after one of the gods of
Oh.
one of the UNT gods.
Oh. Hmm. I'm not familiar with those ones. Have to ask Istal if I want to find that out. Or
You could ask
anyone that
him.
knows them.
He won't remember that he's called that, but he was named after Banda, I think it was.
Okay. So, Tim, you seem to know information about the other people here, the more dangerous people here.
I used to be a guard.
Really?
Yes. Upper echelon. Used to be a knight.
Oh, same rank as Adrian, I believe.
Adrian.
Although,
What was his last name?
actually, I think Adrian was a knight captain.
He was a
I don't know.
knight.
Yeah, he was a knight. Do 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 do. I could have sworn I had it down here. I know it's Adrian.
Adrian Evergreen.
Yeah, Evergreen.
Oh, I went to the same school as he did. My knight degree. About the same time as he did. Though we weren't friends. I was more of a, sadistic person. Said that he'd never join anyone so sadistic.
Funny that he was the first he was the first member of the Iron Fists, and he is second in charge.
Right, well, there'd probably been a reason, because we did talk at some point about being, as close as we were in the same academy. He said the only reason why he'd ever betray his oaths is if anyone ever betrayed him, and that would be
Yes.
if they were to flee from a fight.
Yes. When me and the Misfits attacked a town, I honestly don't remember. It was Far City, wasn't it? Or
It was, way off.
Way Off. Yeah. When the Misfits and I attacked Way Off, Adrian had the unfortunate fate of opposing me. His guards and knights were, well, I wiped out the ones that were fighting me in my squad of misfits. Misfits largely wiped out theirs. I took his arm, and then I showed him how his guards left him to die at my hands, whilst my soldiers were united.
Yes, yes, very interesting, very interesting. Um, so you're doing what here?
I'm finding people that might be of use to the Iron Fists.
You're to prison?
Talent scouting, if you would.
You're to prison
In
yet?
prison? Pardon?
You're to prison yet?
Meta, I do have a prison, right?
Right now Michael is the de facto group person over that, but he's also the person who removes the arm of the people who join.
Yeah, he's also
He's also head torturer. He's
Yeah.
also
I believe the person who is in charge of that would readily have his hands free of that.
sounds good. Not sure about losing my hands though. I've heard whispers about that. My hands are already iron. I'll see.
Yes. How are you able to move them?
Not
By
sure.
the way,
Not sure.
and do they
Promise you
bring
that
you?
these are real. He takes his fist and punches the wall, and you can see that regular fists would not do that to what
Yeah.
he did to the brick wall.
Oh yeah, I would see cracks and shit appear.
Yep. They're real. I don't know why I can move them. I just know that when I was younger, before I even became a knight, I dunked my hands as you do when you're younger and you get told, a dare to do when you're young. I'm not sure if you've ever been young. You were always scary, weren't you? Anyway, point is,
Agatha just quickly recalls a dare that one kid told him. They quickly regretted it because the dare was to punch them in the arm as hard as he could.
yeah. But I'm sure you chuckle when he says that you're always scary.
Yeah,
When you're young.
yeah.
It was a dare to dip my hands into molten metal. And, when I did that, it hurt a lot. I couldn't move my hands then. Then I talked to this cleric of the forge, and he blessed me. He is the one person that I would say, if we ever met, I would gladly have one of my arms taken in his place.
Noted. Maybe
But-
the blessing has left your hands inherently magical as well. That would give them also an edge over the stock standard members.
Yeah, well, considering I'm the only person here who I'm pretty sure isn't on death row, I don't think that they're inherently magical.
True.
There's one way to find out. I've never tried it. And there's one way that you can get that to work. You just have to go find a sword and then I punch it. I'll punch it blade first. And if it doesn't put any, dent into it, then clearly it's magical. Makes sense, right?
I guess I do have someone that'd probably be able to tell us for sure whether they are or not.
Yeah, but that's
whether you
gonna take a while, isn't it?
Yes, you wouldn't be.
And you're currently talent scouting, and I mean, wouldn't it be cool to have some jailer that has magic iron fists?
Yes, it will. Yes. I would Wait here a moment. I would literally just walk out, pick up one of the many swords on the ground, and bring it back in.
As a joke, real quick, meta. There are no swords, but you see in the snow a pile of swords moving towards the instant fortress. I'd believe it if he was here, but because he's not here, I cannot say that that's what he did.
Yeah.
So you find a sword, come back. Alright,
Yeah.
so do I punch it or will you stab? Take your pick.
Why not both? As I just hold it for him to stab, for him to punch.
I'm having a hypo. So,
Yeah.
you make an attack roll and he'll make an attack roll.
.22. I will be right back as you're having the hypo. I'm going to go say
Yep.
hi to David.
Alright, I'm back. Are you here?
If Pro
You're not back yet.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome
But
back.
I am doing the dinner for me and David because he has gone
Cool.
back and he is dead
So-
tired.
I will just say that quickly, when you
Mhm.
go to hit, he
Yeah.
misses and you stab him in the arm. You rolled in that one. So I'll just re-roll real quick. That was all because he rolled bad, not you.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. He punches, and the sword does sort of break, but it doesn't shatter. He doesn't have
Okay.
enough force behind his punches.
That's not something.
And that
that's
is where
something-
we will end the session.